joue entre Dumoulin et Christopher Froome. Il n'en peut plus, Christopher Froome de Dumoulin qui passe devant. Oh, la Vuelta est en train de basculer, messieurs. Fabio va peut-être aller chercher cette Vuelta. Terminé pour Christopher Froome. The little guy is a big guy tonight. Esteban Chavel qui va aller remporter cette deuxième étape du Tour d'Espagne. Tom Dumoulin a probablement perdu cette 70e Vuelta.
Britain's Tour de France champion Chris Froome sets his sights on double glory.
3 weeks and 6 days ago, Chris Froome, Nairo Quintana and Alejandro Valverde stood on the podium in Paris at the end of one of the best Tours de France we'd seen in decades. Obligingly, they've agreed to do it all again for us in Spain.
You've got a lot of rivals here. Fabio Aru, second in the Giro, has been able to prepare specifically for the Vuelta. Does that make him the favourite? Nairo's here, Valverde and so on.
Certainly, and also Mikel Landa, who did so well in the Giro earlier this year. They're two very interesting riders who will have been able to focus specifically on being ready for the Vuelta. And then we've got all the usual contenders from the Tour de France here again, with just missing the likes of Alberto Contador.
Bueno, me siento bien, la verdad me siento bien, con ganas de comenzar y sabemos que tenemos un equipo también muy fresco y nada, con mucha tranquilidad porque el trabajo del año ya está hecho.
No, culpa mía tampoco, ¿no? La verdad que será una etapa muy bonita la etapa de Andorra, es una etapa extremadamente dura porque ya sabéis que en menos de 140 kilómetros hay más de 5.000 metros de desnivel, así que es para verdaderos escaladores y veremos. La verdad que es un recorrido que me gusta, pero viendo el recorrido de la Vuelta a España no es la única etapa así criminal que tenemos.
C'est dans la luxueuse marina andalouse de Puerto Banús que le ruban est coupé. Les fauves sont lâchés. En l'absence du tenant du titre Alberto Contador qui a décidé de ranger le vélo en cette fin de saison, Chris Froome, Nairo Quintana, Alejandro Valverde ou Vincenzo Nibali ont décidé de doubler Tour de France et d'Espagne. Ils devraient en être les principaux protagonistes.
Tinkoff Saxo then, that Peter Sagan bringing them home, and as they come round the line, this is going to be a very fast time indeed, but there's a little gap appeared there. Where is the fifth man going to finish? Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to finish half a second faster. Ease his own to let the next rider come through at the front of this BMC train. All five together, no problems about keeping them together. 8:07, 8:09, it's going to be enough. Yes, it is. 8:10.6, so they just about edge out Tinkoff Saxo from the lead. Now, I didn't see which rider crossed the line. Might have been Velits, actually. Velits crossing the line first. So that is, well, that's a fantastic moment for Peter Velits.
You wouldn't generally see Chris Froome dangling at the back of a team time trial, but success for Sky was getting round in one piece, as fortunately they and everybody else did. No casualties on stage one of the Vuelta.
Gee, how hard did you go there?
Not that hard. You know, started strong, and you know, on the straights to sort of put a bit of power down, but in the line it was just on the sides the whole time, and just trying about staying safe, and it was just there was no smooth parts at all. But you know, it's a shame because we wanted to race for that, you know. But you know, when it's the GC's neutral, then you know, there was no point in taking any real risks.
Chute à l'instant, oh, énorme. Et à l'avant du peloton, hein, j'ai l'impression.
Ouais. Tiralongo, Vincenzo Nibali. Bon, Tiralongo est plus touché que le Sicilien, mais il va falloir revenir, hein, parce qu'évidemment on est à 30 km de l'arrivée et on ne va pas lever le pied en ce qui concerne la tête du peloton. C'est fait, Vincenzo Nibali dans le groupe principal.
Il grande Vincenzo Nibali. Attaque de Nairo Quintana, on lui avait reproché son attentisme sur le Tour de France. Deuxième étape de cette Vuelta, la première en ligne, et le Colombien en met une petite.
Une bonne même. Ouais. Et c'est Nicolas Roche, hein, qui vient se caler dans la roue du Colombien, qui est venu peut-être tester ses adversaires.
L'ensemble Craddock,
l'ensemble
Craddock qui en profite de ce regroupement. Cyril Gauthier a été repris.
Et c'est Louis Meintjes.
Le Sud-Africain Louis Meintjes pour l'équipe MT Kubeka qui va, et c'est Christopher Froome. Non, c'est
Roche, hein, qui fait le
Nicolas
travail.
Roche, Nicolas Roche en troisième position. Est-ce que c'est l'ensemble Craddock?
Top du Moulin.
C'est Top du Moulin. Ça, c'est plus étonnant. Lui, le rouleur, hein, Top du Moulin, mais il sait à peu près tout faire. Nibali a rétrogradé un petit peu dans ce peloton.
Looking at each other behind. Well, Meintjes just struggling to keep up with this trio now as Nairo Quintana drives on the pace.
Well, Meintjes is suffering. Oh, here we go. Time to go again. We just saw
a few moments ago, Cyril Gauthier.
Here comes Chavez then from Orica Greenedge, straight past the rider from Urucar, who I believe was Romain Sicard. And is that Dan Martin from Canadel-Garmin also making his way up behind?
Certainly looks like in the way he's rocking and rolling, but look at the way Chavez has distanced everybody here. This is a superb push by the Colombian who rides for Orica Greenedge. Dan Martin with a brave effort, brave push to try and work his way back on. Good response as well from Chavez, who's just kicking on, doesn't mind being at the front with 1.6 to go, and his kind of terrain is about to arrive.
Nairo Quintana looks to be starting to struggle with the pace being set now by his compatriot Chavez of Orica Greenedge.
Oh, and a big move by Nico Roche, big dig, and straight on his wheel is Chavez. Roche just burying himself right now. Tom Dumoulin looks like he's still stalking. He's dealt with the most difficult section right now. So what about the run in? You can see his shoulders. I'm not sure how much kidology is going on right now. Last part of today, and what a big day it's proven to be. We've had so much drama in so many ways, and this is your kick. Wow, it's steep.
Wow, Nico Roche doing everything he possibly could to try and get rid of his two breakaway riders just then. Chavez looked to be on the verge of attacking. Dan Martin finally catches up with Nairo Quintana, but doesn't look like he's quite going to have what it takes to win today's stage. Chavez has got rid of Roche. Dumoulin just sticking in there. Incredible to see such a big rangy rider sticking with these.
Il l'a compris, hein, Dumoulin, c'était la grosse cote aujourd'hui, Tom Dumoulin. Et pourtant, c'est lui maintenant hein, qui est le favori là, presque. Puisqu'il a fait le plus difficile, résister aux accélérations d'Esteban Chavez, ce virage. Et maintenant, il va pouvoir changer de braquet, Tom Dumoulin. Est-ce que ça revient derrière hein? Nicolas Roche est battu à 150 mètres de la ligne maintenant.
Et là, il est dans un fauteuil, un Tom Dumoulin, même s'il est à l'ouvrage.
Victoire pour l'équipe Giant Alpecin peut-être aujourd'hui. Les braquets ne sont plus les mêmes. La force, elle est quand même pour Esteban Chavez qui va aller remporter cette deuxième étape du Tour d'Espagne. Un Colombien s'impose, pas forcément celui qu'on attendait. La deuxième place pour Tom Dumoulin. Et c'est Nicolas Roche qui devrait aller chercher la troisième place maintenant. Où sont Nairo Quintana et où sont Dan Martin? Juste derrière, la quatrième place, elle est pour l'Irlandais. Et Nairo Quintana qui, si on regarde par rapport aux autres favoris de cette Vuelta, va faire la bonne opération. Mais c'est bizarre, hein. Regardez le temps concédé par Nairo Quintana. Il est même repris par un coureur de la Katusha, probablement Dani Moreno ou Purito Rodriguez.
Ouais. Froome, Valverde et Moreno.
26 secondes de concédé par Nairo Quintana qui arrive finalement avec Joaquim Rodriguez. 4 secondes de concédé par Christopher Froome sur le duo Rodriguez-Quintana. Valverde lui concède 5 secondes sur son coéquipier Fabio Aru qui fait partie des battus du jour.
Vincenzo Nibali exclut lui de la Vuelta pour s'être aidé des voitures hier pour revenir sur le peloton, victime lui aussi de la chute massive de la veille.
Quando sono orientato quasi nel secondo gruppo a 30 secondi dai primi e nella discesa ho perso le due borracce, poi è arrivata la medaglia, mi ha dato una borraccia e lì ho fatto un lancio di circa 100-150 metri e è palese, è stato comunque sono cose che comunque ci stanno e comunque la giuria è stata molto dura.
Here's a big ram, big move as well from Trek Factor Racing, their white shoulders guiding Jesper Stuyven into position, and still sensible it looks. It's starting to look ever more so for Orica Greenedge, who are bossing all of these curves. It's a tight line through, and they like a golden thread are going through this. 700 metres to go, that's the last of them. 650 is the big turn, and they're in a great place right now. Here we go. I think it's Mitch Docker who's just at the head, Caleb Ewan staying with him, and there is Drucker as well from BMC, and this is a kick back as well from Giant Alpecin. You can see the ramp, you can see what it's doing, it's taking a lot of time, legs down with it. Caleb Ewan is staying there, he's going with Degenkolb. You can see that Sagan is there as well, so is JP Drucker, and I think Drucker's got the strength today. Has he in the red? No, he starts to ebb, and the building ahead of Degenkolb comes to the front, but Caleb Ewan's going to get this one. The little guy is a big guy today. How's about that? Good timing, sure. We thought they'd gone too early, but that was job well done, well executed.
Esteban Chavez perd son maillot rouge au profit de Tom Dumoulin, son dauphin à Caminito del Rey dimanche. L'équipe Giant Alpecin n'a donc pas tout perdu.
15 seconds with 2.4 kilometers to go. It looks like it's going to be heartbreak for him because so many have got an interest, not least Orica Greenedge, who won that red jersey back on the back of Chavez.
Where he can really do well. We can see him here right on the front at the moment. Is he going to try and push on alone?
with just 2.3 kilometers to go. It's a long one. We can see there that Movistar also going to continue on setting the pace. I don't think Chavez will continue his effort because Movistar will not allow him to ride off out of the front of the peloton.
And so has Chavez, and away he goes. He's on full attack mode right now. And there's Steve Cummings. He's going to sail by him as he comes up to this incline, and listen to the roar of approval. And he's still on the 60. Oh, look at that, almost to a standstill, Cummings. That is a heartbreaker, but this man has got it's short of stature but big of heart, as you can see, and Chavez is going for it. He's Mr. Smiley. Will he be smiling at the end of today? There's the red jersey of Tom Dumoulin staying close, but this is a big gap, and it's big enough to wrestle back the red jersey, Sean. Giant driving into this one, and maybe this is for Tom Dumoulin. He's wearing the red jersey. He's about P5 at the moment. You see BMC also involved and with an option. Sammy Sanchez may well have been your choice today. TJ Van Garderen as well if he's feeling better. And here goes Tom Dumoulin. He's on that section where it flattens out. Now this is where he can drive into it. This is our leader trying to hold on to the lead's jersey. 1 second is the gap between himself and Chavez. What a great punch-up we've got. And Tom Dumoulin means this. 1,600 metres to go. Can he bridge over 12 seconds on the Flanders section? Sure. Chavez and Dumoulin. Dumoulin is trying to bridge to the individual time trial on stage 17. Chavez, he wants the jersey back. 900 metres to go, and suddenly they're starting to break out. And there goes Dan Martin. He's having a kick-off today. Why not? Enjoy the fun if you can have some at the end of 200 kilometres. For goodness sake, Tom Dumoulin doesn't look like he's having any fun at all at the moment, and he's not bridging the gap with 1 to go as he's 200 metres ahead of these guys. What a battle. 500 metres to go, though, for Esteban Chavez of Orica Green Edge, and it looks like he's going to take the jersey back. Tom Dumoulin, brave as he is not going to be there, I don't think. 500 metres as we start to turn, twist and turn. There's plenty of more of these to come, by the way. It crammed into 500 metres, and Nico is it that's going to have a go right now. Nico Roche just stretches his legs as well, not to be denied. He sees one Irishman go up the road and thinks, why not? Why shouldn't I be involved? As I was a couple of days ago. 23 seconds now. This man is going to take the day. He's going to take it here amongst the crowds. He's enormously popular. Many of you will be delighted to see him back in red, and so it is that it comes to pass. Passing Dumoulin. Dan Martin takes second. Dumoulin, very, very brave third place today. They have had a real punch-up out there. There comes Froome across the line as well, and finding a gap back to Aru as the clock rolls back almost cruelly on everyone today. What a day we've had.
I saw that Valverde and Burrito were looking at each other like always, and I thought I could have taken advantage of that, and I just went for it. And yeah, I went on the actually the false flat, so I thought I would have had a chance to catch him back, but apparently no.
C'est un grand jour, on a gagné 2 étapes et ça va faire 4 jours en tant que leader. Ce qu'on a réussi à faire est extraordinaire et nous sommes très contents. Nous devons profiter de cet instant et comme je le dis toujours, il faut garder les pieds sur terre. Il reste encore beaucoup d'étapes et des très difficiles.
Movistar still there, Valverde still being guided for the time being, hasn't really taken that extra step forward just yet. It's Quintana just behind him. Micah right there waiting to pounce, it appears, and Chavez in the red jersey. Dan Martin is just screened from you at the moment behind Tinkoff Saxo. There he is, suddenly comes into view. Likewise, Tom Dumoulin, who yet again has taken his rangy frame up this mountain. Aru's in the frame as well. Chris Froome is close at hand. Chavez, the leader in the red jersey. And Dan Martin looks like he's starting to get a taste for the day. Oh, and this is massive. Chris Froome, big questions asked today. We said it was a possibility. Now news will have got through to these guys, and I suspect they'll pour on the gas, the hurt, and Fabio Aru does exactly that. Look at this is about distance when it counts, and right now the clock is going to start counting on Chris Froome in this race.
Yes, well, we did say today we might see who would be in difficulty from the German classification, and what a surprise to see Chris Froome and Aru. I think he's been made aware. They have been preparing the train for a long time, and he's the one who was pushing out, trying to take the advantage here. And the interesting one is now the group out front is coming down very quickly, but I think our breakaway should be able to hold on. But Aru, we have seen him before, he can finish so fast.
38 seconds now, back to Aru, and he's absolutely sprinting up this mountain as Froome starts to falter.
Yes, and I think they're made aware that the peloton of big favourites is coming up very quickly, and they have to, just give it their all. We see Kochavoy really pushing on here, but Lindemann looks to be the one who is playing quite tactically very good, following the other riders. And of course this sprint here is going to be, I think, between the two men now that are out in front.
Final few metres, who's going to steal it, Sean?
Well, it's going to be an interesting one. Lindemann looks to be the one who is a little bit more explosive when he does go in the attack, and we can see here he is the one with a little bit more energy left.
Lindemann, the brave, they're going to start calling him from now on. He's been in the break 3 days, stage 2, stage 4, and the big one for him, stage 7. It doesn't get much bigger or better than that for a breakaway rider. First time a breakaway has succeeded. Chris Froome's being forced to fight back. He's got to find something, but finding it and playing that hand is Fabio Aru at the moment. Here comes Chavez, he's turning it on as well. Aru crosses the line right now, and the clock starts to tick back. He passed Cousin, who is in the break, who crosses the line right now. Micah comes across the line, then Chavez, Valverde, Quintana, there's Louis Meintjes, Dan Martin as well, Pozzovivo, and we start to look back for Chris Froome. Chris Froome hits the line. Well, maybe not an absolute disaster, but certainly a view, Sean. Chavez leads Dumoulin by a margin of 10 seconds. Dan Martin in third place ahead of Nico Roche, Valverde, Rodriguez, Quintana. Aru up to 8th, 57 down. Moreno, Pozzovivo. Chris Froome in 12th place, a minute and 22 down. He started the day 55 seconds off the leader. There's the green jersey, there's Chavez, there's Rodriguez as well, following on behind Valverde, also wanting to be part of proceedings. Arashiro, but it looks like it's going backwards. In fact, I beg your pardon, it's Amador. Amador just trying to stay with him. Arashiro just going backwards. He was one of those who was in the pack for Team Europcar, but it's not going to happen. 3.3 Ks to go, and the green jersey comes up. It's Valverde. He took a tumble earlier on today. Right now he wants to check who's around him. It's a big ask. Well, he's got a teammate with him. Can Amador be a foil? Has a look over, and it's going to be the old 1-2s, I believe, from these guys. Chavez doesn't respond just for the time being, and it's Quintana that's decided that he's going to join the fun. Quintana up front just rolls into it. Here we go. This is a brave move by him, albeit almost in slow motion. Over to Quintana comes Rodriguez, and here's Aru also joining the fun, and Micah's in the frame as well. Goodness me, there's Pozzovivo also in the frame, and Tom Dumoulin is still here as Valverde imposes himself. Thank you very much. I'm away out of here, and who can follow me? Well, Aru is the man who's been tempted. Rodriguez has got nothing left, I don't think anyway, not at this point. 3.1 kilometres to go. Rodriguez out of the saddle. Oh, and Tom Dumoulin still holds on. He stays with Pozzovivo for the time being from Études Tour Le Mondial in the white and brown. Big grind coming in now. 3 kilometres to go. Chris Froome, he's not with the King of the Mountains wearer at the moment, and it's all spread out across this mountain. Well, will this give Nicolas Roche a chance to go for it? Chris Froome has amazing feats of recovery. Tom Dumoulin has kicked off. This is brave stuff with 2.7 to go. He's trying to draw himself out and away, and particularly away from the red jersey of Chavez. This is for the lead of the race. He's using these little intermediate ramps, Sean. It does actually go downhill, almost unkindly, and Chris Froome's got himself back in, sailed back through. He's passing Quintana right now, and here is Chavez who's suffering. That's why Tom Dumoulin has gone on the attack. Brave stuff. What can Chavez do to respond right now? He's got a flat earth section. He's been busy for so much of this race. Even if it ended here for him, it would still be a success with 2 stage wins, but he's got to find something extra, and frankly he's got to find it on his own. He's got no teammates around, but he's doing it. Others are also being tempted into the fray. Here's Chris Froome, there's Valverde. Lots of mix and match at the moment. Tom Dumoulin, has he run out of juice? There he is out front, and it's Chavez that's bridging over to Dumoulin, battling to keep hold of his jersey as Aru responds and just sails round at the moment. Nicolas Roche, who's still here, and Aru goes for it now. This is a big one, this is a big dig, and this is all the way, is it? Chavez goes with him as well, and he sits back down. Chris Froome, with the constant changes of pace up ahead of him, just maintains his tempo. This is something he's amazingly good at. Dumoulin goes off the front, nobody responds. Very brave stuff by Dumoulin. The Dutchman is going for this big time. Well, he said he felt good and he said he would go for it, and that's what he's proving. He's a man as good as his word. Roche goes and drags Meintjes along with him. Froome tries to follow on, he's got Rodriguez on his tail there. He's got a problem, and that's that Sky are looking to get themselves back in and maybe find a bit of space. They know who the principals are, and they want to be a principal player, and Chris Froome picks up the pace right now, suddenly spins it up on the barriers, can't quite see it, we're masked by the big frame, but here it is, back with Froome right now. Who's he dragging up with him? Is it nobody? No, about a bike length and a half back to Rodriguez, who gets up there and drags Chavez back up to the important part as well. Quintana's also here.
Ouais, c'est Majka qui relance. Ouais, bien joué Raphaël Maïka. A noter que Tom Dumoulin, regardez, il est un petit peu dans le dur là. Eh ouais, mais bon, il est à 1 kilomètre, moins d'1 kilomètre de l'arrivée de cette 9e étape. Il y aura un gros nom sur le palmarès de cette 9e étape.
C'est sûr, là on retrouve les plus forts de cette Vuelta.
Allez, accélération du vainqueur du Tour de France, là-bas.
Avec Joaquin Rodriguez dans la roue. Fabio Aru qui commence à en avoir un petit peu marre. Nairo Quintana y va.
Et toujours Tom Dumoulin avec une dizaine de secondes d'avance.
Esteban Chavez qui est en train de craquer. Esteban Chavez, il paie sa poursuite, son effort derrière, tout à l'heure, derrière Tom Dumoulin. Et c'est Christopher Froome maintenant qui va agiter le cocotier. Raphaël Maïka à l'image, Joaquin Rodriguez dans la route, Christopher Froome, Nairo Quintana juste derrière Porito, Fabio Aru qui va, qui s'accroche, qui serre les dents. Et là Christopher Froome est en train de mettre tout le monde dans le rouge, comme il a l'habitude.
Qu'est-ce qu'on disait tout à l'heure?
Qu'est-ce qu'on disait tout à l'heure? Ah, c'est dur.
Ah, il va peut-être le perdre son maillot.
Il faut que Tom Dumoulin s'accroche. Il faut que Tom Dumoulin s'accroche s'il veut devenir le leader.
Bah, il le voit, il s'est retourné pour voir où était le porteur du maillot rouge.
Et il voit aussi Christopher Froome revenir et il emmène la peste et le choléra avec lui. Regardez qu'il y a dans la roue. Et Esteban Chavez en train de capituler.
On ne pensait pas non plus voir Dumoulin être là à 500 mètres de la ligne avec les meilleurs grimpeurs de cette Vuelta.
La victoire va se jouer probablement entre Christopher Froome, Raphaël Maïka et Joaquin Rodriguez. Fabio Aru qui fait l'effort. Juste derrière, on aperçoit Nairo Quintana. Alejandro Valverde, lui, n'est plus là.
Et attaque de Rodriguez, qui n'avait pas bougé tout au long de cette ascension.
On l'attendait, l'attaque de Joaquin Rodriguez. Porito, il avait fait rouler aujourd'hui cette équipe Katusha qui n'a toujours pas levé les bras sur cette 70e Vuelta. Christopher Froome dans la roue, Tom Dumoulin qui va peut-être aller chercher le maillot rouge.
Mais il lâche rien Froome, il veut le contrer même à 300 mètres de la ligne.
Il veut gagner Christopher Froome.
Il va gagner.
C'est Christopher Froome qui va aller remporter cette 9e étape devant Joaquin Rodriguez. Un excellent Tom Dumoulin qui va probablement s'emparer du maillot rouge. Christopher Froome est en train de mettre tout le monde d'accord. Il avait concédé 30 secondes aux autres favoris de cette Vuelta. Mais attention, ce n'est pas encore fini. Il reste 150 mètres et Joaquin Rodriguez va tout donner. Le problème, c'est que je crois qu'il n'y a plus d'essence dans le moteur de Porito. Regardez Tom Dumoulin qui revient.
Tom Dumoulin qui va peut-être revenir et soit coiffé sur la ligne Chris Froome.
Il va le faire Tom Dumoulin. Ça va se jouer entre Dumoulin et Christopher Froome. Il n'en peut plus Christopher Froome. Tom Dumoulin qui passe devant. Joaquin Rodriguez qui va peut-être revenir aussi sur le vainqueur du Tour de France. Non, Tom Dumoulin s'impose. Il prend le maillot rouge. La 2e place pour Christopher Froome. Joaquin Rodriguez est 3e. Et c'est Nairo Quintana qui va en terminer maintenant avec Fabio Aru, avec Raphaël Maïka qui, pour la 4e place, elle est pour Fabio Aru. La 5e place pour Raphaël Maïka. Nairo Quintana pour la 6e place. Et on aperçoit maintenant Alejandro Valverde qui arrive. Énorme Tom Dumoulin qui fait coup double.
Je veux juste remercier l'équipe, vraiment, parce que assurément je n'y croyais pas. Hier ça a été une journée très dure et tout le monde a continué à se battre pour moi. Et je me suis dit ok, essaie, on verra bien ce qui se passera. J'ai tenté ma chance et ça a marché. L'étape reine de cette 70e Vuelta à travers les Pyrénées entre Andorre-la-Vieille et Cortal d'Ancamp avait de quoi effrayer, même au lendemain de la journée de repos. 6 ascensions au programme, tout au long des 138 km, aucun répit en plaine, mais une succession de cols, dont le col de la Galina, un col hors catégorie, 12 km à 8,5% de moyenne, situé à 40 km de l'arrivée, avant d'en terminer avec la montée vers Cortal d'Ancamp, une montée courte, 9 km, mais avec de nombreux passages à plus de 10%. Les équipes placent des hommes à l'avant, en vue d'une explication. Dans les 2 dernières ascensions, seul Tom Dumoulin, de l'équipe Giant Alpecin, le leader, n'a pas placé d'équipier devant parmi les grands favoris.
Christopher Froome est tombé dès le début de cette étape. Il est en train de revenir en compagnie de Vassil Kirienka, mais il n'arrive même pas à tenir la route de Vassil Kirienka. Il y a quelques minutes, on l'a vu parler dans son micro pour demander à Vassil Kirienka de ralentir.
Chris Froome still just wrestling himself back in. You can see there he is on the right hand side of your screen. In fact, being helped along as well, which is rather nice. Astana picking up the pace, so it's clearly not Michael Landa's. He's not going to be their chosen son. You expect, of course, for Aru to be positioned nicely.
C'est terminé pour Christopher Froome.
On voit Samuel Sanchez qui lui aussi est distancé. Puis voilà, Geraint Thomas qui s'est relevé pour attendre le dossard numéro 1.
You've seen Landa and you've seen Nelson Oliveira trying to animate the run for home. They've got just 8.7 kilometres, little less than that right now, and they've got a margin of 2 minutes. Can they make it? Will the break manage to do the damage?
Et belle étape aussi de Luis Leon Sanchez qui fait le travail là pour Fabio Aru. Nairo Quintana en 3e position, Purito derrière, Maika. On aperçoit Alejandro Valverde un petit peu plus loin. Et puis il ne reste plus qu'un Sky, on vous le rappelle, c'est Mikel Nieve. Avec Fabio Aru qui attaque. L'attaque de Fabio Aru. Joaquim Rodriguez y va, Alejandro Valverde aussi, Darwin Atapuma regarde ça en spectateur.
And here we go, Aru first to roll the dice and Rodriguez goes with him. It's his course, Sean, he should be good. He looks like he could be.
Yes, well, he has to be good if he's anything left in the tank, and Aru is the one who was just putting in the attack and blowing the group apart.
Look at Rodriguez checking around him, and I'll be bound, checking to see where Valverde is. He's the first man he wants to beat, essentially. Maika's still very much here, and Valverde's going backwards. He's in a bit of trouble, is he? He's rocking with it. There is just behind, you can see the green jersey with Tom Dumoulin. It looks like he's going to join that group. Meintjes is also here, and I think that's Domenico Pozzovivo as well, who's not exactly having fun. Goodness me, Aru goes for it, Rodriguez stays with him, and it's turning into a very effective trio. This is bad news for Aru if these guys go all the way. 2 minutes and 4 with 7.3 kilometres to go. And here we go, this is Chavez trying to put some distance between himself and Tom Dumoulin. Dumoulin, what a great day for him, but you can see the efforts he's already expended. He's got to go another 6.9 kilometres, Sean, and not go pop. In fact, is it Quintana as well? It is, the pair of them locked together, and there is... Gosh, Dumoulin still goes, and staying with him right now is Chavez. Tried to distance Dumoulin, who, as you said, Sean, can only just set a tempo, and that's what he's doing. Oh.
A real bad moment, as we can see here. Aru puts in an attack, but again, is Rodriguez in difficult race? He's just going to allow Moreno to work away and keep him in the distance, keep him just out there, leave him hang out there. This could be a tactic one, and just leave him burden himself a little bit.
Quintana qui est repris maintenant par Tom Dumoulin et Alejandro Valverde, et c'est Tom Dumoulin qui ramène Valverde, qui ramène Esteban Chavez sur le Colombien. Ah, celle-là aussi, l'image, elle est impressionnante. Le jour des défaillances aujourd'hui pour Christopher Froome et pour Nairo Quintana. Est-ce qu'il va réussir à prendre la roue?
Non, mais là, on voit, c'est la défaillance de ceux qui ont brillé sur le dernier Tour de France, que ce soit Froome, Quintana, Valverde qui n'est pas au mieux, et on voit ceux qui ont la fraîcheur.
Regardez, il n'y arrive pas à prendre la roue. Il va être relégué maintenant à l'arrière de ce groupe.
Et même Valverde va s'écarter.
Il peut pas y aller, Alejandro Valverde, regardez, obligé de faire un écart, et c'est Esteban Chavez maintenant qui prend la roue de Tom Dumoulin.
Oh là 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 là. And 900 metres to go for Landa. He's going to take the day, but Aru has done a great job. So has this man. Not expected to perform at the highest when it comes to the mountains, Dumoulin, but he has done a phenomenal job amongst climbers. Broken road surface, but intact is the integrity of Michael Landa. He's pushing on, he's going to take a stage win, and Fabio Aru is going to take the lead of this race.
Et c'est un Basque qui s'impose aujourd'hui dans cette 11e étape de la Vuelta. Mikel Landa, aujourd'hui c'est un coup de tonnerre sur ce 70e coup d'Espagne, avec le doublé des Kazakhs, en tout cas de l'équipe kazakh. Un Espagnol s'impose, un Italien vient chercher la 2e place, mais surtout il va aller chercher le maillot de leader, et maintenant ce seront les hommes à abattre dans la suite de cette 70e Vuelta.
Moreno just pushing on here. Rodriguez having difficulty just clinging on. 156 for Moreno, 159 for Rodriguez.
And still they roll in. Maika, his team, with all kinds of problems today. I hope they get the same time, quite frankly, because I think that Chavez possibly owes Dumoulin a drink tonight. They will get the same time. Good to see them locked together, Sean, but that red jersey handed over today.
The red jersey now being worn by Fabio Aru. Congratulations, Fabio.
Fabio, congratulations. Wearing the leader jersey again after such a superb Giro d'Italia.
Ma una squadra eccezionale quest'oggi, insomma, eravamo d'accordo sin dalla mattina di
I've got a great team, let's say that first of all, he says.
Lui è stato molto bravo a entrare nella sua
This
giusta.
morning we decided that Michael would be part of the breakaway. It was our plan. We did a great job. We executed it perfectly. The tactics were incredible.
Da Vanotti a Rosa, Cataldo, Zeitz, Luis Leon.
Vanotti, Rosa, all the domestics were absolutely exceptional.
Siamo una squadra molto.
It was a real demonstration by Astana.
Quindi dai, sono veramente contento.
We're an extraordinarily united team.
That crash, yeah, it did take quite a lot out of me there, and from then on I was just trying to hang on for dear life. I emptied myself just to get to the finish, but and of course my teammates did a great job looking after me today, and it's good to hear that Mikel Nieve was out front, and Ian Boswell too, and that also gave me a lot of morale just to keep pushing on.
Which didn't actually show anything, so our doc took him for an MRI scan this morning, which showed he has got a fracture in his foot, and unfortunately that will be the end of the Vuelta for him. But I mean, quite remarkable really that he finished the stage with a fractured foot, but that shows his tenacity.
With a stage victory in view.
A long last Rojas has been leaning on everybody, and Puccio is able to go with him, and Demarqui's done so much marking out, can't do it just for the time being. Charel tries to respond. He's been very, very active, and they do almost immediately disappear. 10-15 meters visibility only, and if you let them out of sight, then do they go out of mind? Probably not, but maybe the task of bridging over to them becomes too great. Charel just bows his head and said, it's not for me to chase on. If you want to do this, Demarqui, then you're going to have to do it. Demarqui picks up sails by Quintero and tries to latch on to the other two who are further up the road. Motorcycle can't get quite through, and there we are. Maybe he'll get a run right now to embed in between. Race director telling him not to do so. He gets the pass. Here we go, and then good work by Demarqui. Sails past Rojas, and now he's on a mission, but super effort by Puccio, least favoured of them all. It does just ease up a little bit. Not the pace for these guys though, and suddenly Aru has got just one man left. Unfortunately, one man behind him, and indeed the other favourites as well. Tom Dumoulin has not been shaken out. 1400 metres only for the men up the road, and this is real duking out stuff you're seeing right now. Mike is there, Perito's there, and Puccio is here up towards the front, but has he done everything he can now? Demarqui sails wide and tries to go around Puccio. Meanwhile, Aru still keeps the hammer down. Valverde looks fresh as a daisy, has a look round, sort of sees whose wheel he might deign to follow at the moment. Quintana's there, and Aru's on the attack right now, and he tries to kick. Micah's going with him. Quintana's also wants a piece of the day. In fact, it's not Micah. Micah can't just follow on. Neither can Dumoulin. He wants somebody else here who's going to try and bridge over. Can't do it. They're in sunshine, just a spotlight almost from the heavens back there. Meanwhile, up front, it's Demarqui, and a fantastic push by Puccio.
Yes, well, Puccio, what a recovery by him. He looked to be in difficulty in the first attack, lost a bit of ground, but just got back in there. I think he gave a real big effort when he got out in front, and it looks like that he is really recovered and got strength from somewhere, because Demarqui looked to be the one, as we can see back further down with the big favourite. It's Aru who is pushing on here, and the main group is exploding.
More than that, it's Dumoulin who's actually gone backwards. Aru, Quintana and Micah all together, and there is Dumoulin. What's he got? He's now going to lean on Chavez. Finally, Chavez picks it up instead of Dumoulin. I guess duties exchanged at the moment. 1 kilometre to go. Laying it on the line at the moment is Demarqui, and there is Puccio, who's been distanced. Are they going to be 1-2 with 900 metres to go? And what about this one? Giving it the old 1-2 is Aru, and the only man who can stay with him for the time being is Quintana. There's Dumoulin looking forlornly for somebody else to pick up the pace. They're trying to lean on him, and this basically is self-sacrifice, I think, by so many others.
My goodness, they're going to have to pick it up. Rafa Majka wasn't interested there at all, and there are other big names down there who are basically staring themselves into the abyss. Great push on, and it's Nieve that's going for this one, and in fact he's found a bit of gap, tempted out of the pack as Dumoulin is starting to shed places, metre by metre. Aru knows this, and he's grinding into every single one of them. The crowd going absolutely nuts, which is appropriate at a moment such as this, because it's such a crazy day. He can think about victory. Thank you very much, he says. The day that Sammy Sanchez said, I'm not racing on, this man reached out and grabbed a stage win. Further back down the mountain, the green jersey wants to take some extra steps forward. Esteban Chavez is pushing on. There are others here, principal riders. Quintana's gone off though. Quintana's looking for time. Quintana started this day 3 minutes and 7 down, and he'll take as much as he possibly can. There's Nieve just unable to respond to the rhythm change straight away. It's been imposed by, of course, the boys up front. And there, Aru finally running out of gas at this point. He's put so much into this day. It's a long one as well, and he finds something somewhere. There goes Perito just up further up the road, chasing down our man Quintana. And here we are, no response at all from Rafa Majka, who stays with Aru. So does Chavez, and Aru picks it up again. He's not thinking in front, he's thinking behind Fabio Aru. They did a lot of chasing today. At the moment, Quintana's got a little bit of a gap. Then comes Rodriguez. Then, of course, comes Chavez in the green jersey. Then the red jersey of Aru, hoping to stay with this static camera not too long, sadly, because I was waiting to see whether Tom Dumoulin managed to pick it up. We're going to have to get times on the line. They're hard to see. Quintana crosses it right now into the clouds. Heavenly or hellish, not quite sure. There's Aru, and the clock starts to tick right now. He was about 3 minutes and 38 down. We're waiting for Tom Dumoulin to come across the line. Where is he? There is the void, and out of it somewhere is the big Dutchman. Big hugs for Chavez, but we need the camera back at the line, for goodness sake. Sadly, unfortunately, being ignored. There it is, 4 minutes. About 4 minutes. So we're thinking about 20 seconds given away by Tom Dumoulin. Was that catastrophic, is the question. Aru's style doesn't look the most efficient, Sean, but it suits his purpose, and he proved yesterday that he's got something. And here goes Quintana. Now, is this the moment? He was on the radio a little while ago, and this is proper. He's gone for it. He's left his team behind, and he's decided to strike out. Well, what about Aru? He sent a man up the road, but he's got to get there himself, Sean.
Yes, well, we can see here it's Luis Leon Sanchez who was marking Quintana for the moment, but he is definitely, going to go early at this point. It's a long, long ways out, and we can see Astana are just going to use the main. Aru has a number of riders here. We can see 3 riders out in front, and they're just going to, use those men for the moment and leave Quintana tire himself a bit out here.
Astana doing some work. You can see that their man, Fabio Aru, is a few riders off the tail of his own team just for the time being. He's embedded just behind Perito Rodriguez. He's got Valverde behind him as well. Shaken out Dumoulin. He's still there, just tagged on, or has he just been distanced now? Oh, he has. He's suddenly gone. Dumoulin has been found out as the pace grinds in, and this is the real incline right now. There is Dumoulin, the big man. Oh, Elisson trying to stay on his wheel at the moment, but this is about damage limitation for him. 1900 meters to go. There is Quintana, looking like an assassin, just getting himself into good order. Michael Nieve starting the day for Team Sky in 6th place, giving away 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Can he find 10 at the line? Is he going to be the man? Has a look around him, sees who's got what, and Quintana comes towards the crowd. No gap at all, but Quintana's gone. Has Tom Dumoulin gone backwards? He's now just time trialing himself, albeit up a mountain in unkind terrain for a big man. Nieve and Quintana at the front, Majka involved, Perito Rodriguez also here, Valverde's also in the frame. There is Aru, no space to go by. I don't think he'd have the legs to push on, even if he had some space. And it's Rodriguez that decides that this is perhaps his kind of day. He's got a player as well along the way, but Quintana is also in the frame, very much so. Rodriguez with Quintana, and in tow as well here for Astana. It's Michael Landa departing the team at the end of this season, but he's guiding at the moment, doing a superb job to try and keep Aru's hopes alive. There's Chavez in the green jersey, holding on to the wheel of Michael Nieve. Everybody rolling at the moment, but so is Dumoulin. Dumoulin. He holds 21 seconds only. That's the deficit he's got to Aru, who's here. But the man who's on the road and leading it just for the time being is Perito Rodriguez. And he's taking Quintana up this intense climb right now. And Rodriguez goes, so does Quintana, but backwards. And here comes Aru taking a step forward. Aru, can he limit the damage or indeed make some damage himself? Off he goes. Superb push. That ticker hasn't changed for quite some time. I think it was in error. They're under the Flamme Rouge, though, no doubt about it. And right now it's Rodriguez who leads Aru on this test, with Dumoulin going backwards 43 seconds. It's almost cruel. Chavez, the green jersey, 21 seconds back on this man who looks like he's heading for victory. Rodriguez, when he gets the bit between his teeth in a moment such as this, it's very hard to catch, and it looks like nobody's minded to do so. 400 metres to go, 22 back to the green jersey, but the significant time for him is going to be the gap, the cushion almost that he's got with the time trial approaching over Tom Dumoulin. And this man, it's his tune that everyone's dancing to today. Rodriguez takes a stage, and here rolls the clock, and the crucial gap is going to be, of course, between Aru, Rodriguez and Dumoulin. Here comes Micah to take 6 bonus seconds as well. 4 seconds as well. And then all of a sudden 16 seconds down is Quintana, 17 I believe is the gap, 20 to Chavez. Nieve comes across 23 in arrears. Here comes Valverde, and here comes Tom Dumoulin. Oh, what a piece of retrieval by this man. How much further has he got to go? 25 metres. Don't forget, he was well over a minute down on the day's winner, and he's found time. He ground into the mountain. He ground others to dust in so doing. 49 seconds down. Aru holds on to the jersey by a second, a solitary second, because of that time gap and the bonus factored in. Unbelievable.
Vu nos prestations de ces derniers jours, on peut s'estimer heureux avec cette victoire. On est dans une position parfaite à seulement 1 seconde de Aru, c'est sûr, mais le plus fort gagnera cette Vuelta. Alors être leader pour 1 seconde de plus ou moins, je pense pas que ça fasse une grande différence. L'important c'est que les sensations sont très bonnes et il faut continuer comme ça.
Bienvenue en enfer. Alto, Hermita et Alba, vous le voyez, 6 km 800.
Ça va, hein, pour ces deux coureurs, ils vont disputer la victoire d'étape, donc je pense qu'ils vont être très motivés.
Ouais, mais plus de 11% de pente moyenne.
Allez, gros travail de Paul Jansky toujours. Et quel Landa. Attention, c'est dans les forts pourcentages que le Luxembourgeois accélère.
Ouais, il fait la première, il le teste, hein, bon, il le teste.
Ouais, regardez, un tic-tac, il répond à présent.
Ouais. Il est même sur son dos.
Ouais, Frank Schleck est pas mal. Hein.
Ouais. Il va le contrer peut-être Torres, hein.
Et Frank Schleck est tout seul.
Et ça y est, voilà, il a craqué.
Et tout le monde est encore là.
Mais on reprend pas de temps depuis tout à l'heure à Frank Schleck.
Et là, il fait un faux tempo pour permettre à Fabio Aru de rester là et d'éviter de perdre un maximum de temps. Je pense que des coureurs comme Rodriguez, Quintana devraient profiter de ce tempo pour en mettre une.
Frank Schleck l'a fait aujourd'hui et Marzoubedia avait essayé hier. Il a parfaitement neutralisé ce groupe de 10 où il y avait 2 Français, Cyril Lemoine et Pierre Rolland. C'est Frank Schleck qui remporte cette 16e étape, la 3e victoire d'étape pour l'équipe Trek Factory. Il peut la savourer.
Va bien pour Tom Dumoulin pour l'instant.
Fabrice Gendesbos lâché, Esteban Chavez en difficulté, Domenico Pozzovivo dernier de cordée. Ouais. Et Tom Dumoulin qui craque légèrement, mais regardez, il va s'accrocher. Ouais, il voit la roue de Fabio Aru s'en aller.
Il n'a pas craqué, hein. On se souvient hier, il disait qu'il a regretté de les laisser partir. Après il a géré, donc là il va peut-être garder le contact, quitte à se faire exploser.
Il le lâche pas, il est revenu.
Ah, Tom Dumoulin, il me fait penser à Bradley Wiggins par sa taille, par son gabarit. Allez, Pourito, allez, ça va peut-être être parti.
Pourito va y aller avec Raphaël Maïka dans la roue. Est-ce que Mikel Landa va pouvoir faire la jonction? Quintana surveille tout ça, Mikel Nieve est là. Fabio Aru doit s'accrocher maintenant. C'est parti pour Joaquin Rodriguez.
Et Rodriguez attaque beaucoup plus tôt que hier, donc beaucoup plus loin.
Aru est lâché, légèrement distancé. Il va peut-être prendre la roue de Luis Meintjes.
Dumoulin aussi est lâché, donc maintenant le compte à rebours a commencé.
Et Raphaël Maïka peut pas y aller. Hein. Il essaye d'y aller, mais c'est tellement dur, c'est tellement dur. Il se redresse sur ses pédales, Joaquin Rodriguez.
Ouais, mais d'attaquer de si loin, il peut y avoir des surprises. Hein,
Fabio Aru est rentré dans le groupe derrière. Alors qu'on s'attarde maintenant sur Tom Dumoulin, mais Tom Dumoulin, on mesurera l'écart, bien entendu, tout à l'heure.
Fabio Aru qui est en chasse de Purito, il peut pas y aller.
Ouais.
Il peut pas y aller.
Et il fait quand même l'effort, hein. Donc il fait quand même l'effort et n'oublions pas que le dernier kilomètre est très difficile.
Il y a 200 mètres, 250 mètres d'écart entre Purito et Tom Dumoulin qui continue d'insister avec Fabio Aru qui sait qu'il n'a qu'une seconde à garder. Ça va être compliqué de la garder cette seconde.
Si. Elle est là, hein, la seconde, elle est là, il n'est pas dans la roue. Hein.
On est d'accord, le maillot rouge pour l'instant sur les épaules de Purito, mais regardez Aru que l'on croyait en difficulté, eh bien c'est le mieux, hein, le meilleur de ce groupe tout simplement, puisqu'il a lâché Maika, il a lâché Nieve, il a lâché Quintana. Et il revient maintenant sur Joaquin Rodriguez, une seconde à l'arrivée. On n'y est pas encore à l'arrivée, on est encore à 100 mètres.
Et ouais, mais elle y est la seconde, hein. Il finit très fort. Hein.
Il va finir au sprint.
Mais il va finir avec une seconde. Il va finir avec une seconde.
Ils vont être dans le même temps. Si ça continue comme ça, on va avoir le même temps.
Il y aura une seconde.
Le chrono.
Il y a même 2 secondes.
Il y en a 2.
3 même.
2 secondes d'avance pour Joaquin Rodriguez qui prend le maillot rouge. Derrière, ils ont perdu du temps. Qui il? Eh bien, Rafa Maika qui coupe la roue. La ligne maintenant dans sa roue, c'est Quintana, Mikel Nieve, Mikel Landa et puis c'est Luis Meintjes.
Et les jeux derrière, regardez Tom Dumoulin qui arrive.
Oh, il a peut-être fait la très grosse opération. Je pense qu'il y aura podium à Madrid pour Tom Dumoulin qui peut espérer mieux maintenant.
25 secondes hein, seulement de perdu.
38 km autour du Burgos aujourd'hui, hein, contre la montre individuelle qui sonne le départ de la dernière ligne droite vers Madrid.
C'est parti pour Tom Dumoulin, peut-être le chrono de sa vie. Tom Dumoulin a l'occasion de monter sur le podium du Tour d'Espagne et pourquoi pas de le remporter. C'est peut-être la Vuelta de sa vie, lui qui ne l'a jamais remporté, lui qui n'a jamais remporté un grand tour. Il les a touchés souvent. Il avait été renversé par la bague Alberto Contador il y a 2 ans à Fuentone. C'est Joaquim Rodriguez qui s'élance en leader. Il a 1 seconde d'avance sur Fabio Aru, 1 minute 35 sur Rafael Maika et 1 minute 51 sur Tom Dumoulin. TGV, Tom Dumoulin va en terminer maintenant. Regardez le temps de Mathieu Bonnard, il va le pulvériser Mathieu Bonnard. Tom Dumoulin qui va remporter cette étape, ça c'est une certitude. Mais surtout, le néerlandais qui va enfiler une nouvelle fois le maillot rouge de leader de cette Vuelta. Et il a maintenant une balle de match pour la remporter, cette 70e édition. C'est sa 2e victoire d'étape sur la Vuelta cette année.
Hey, regardez, ça va être pas mal. Hein.
Et il est toujours en compétition pour aller chercher le maillot rouge, tout simplement. Il faut qu'il termine à moins de 51, 47-51 et il prendrait le maillot rouge, non. Mais ça va être très serré entre Fabio Aru et Tom Dumoulin. L'Italien qui fait une grande performance. Il va se retrouver, si je dis pas de bêtises, à 3 secondes au classement général de Tom Dumoulin. Et là, ça nous promet. Je trouve qu'il est vite Joaquin Rodriguez finalement.
Dans le final, il a perdu moins de temps que dans la première partie du contre-la-montre. Là où il faut l'amener du gros braquet, ça n'allait pas. Beaucoup moins aérodynamique que Tom Dumoulin. Et puis là, il va quand même bien limiter la casse. Hein. Je me souviens l'an passé sur les routes du Tour de France, il ne jouait pas le général, mais il avait perdu plus de 8 minutes sur Tom Dumoulin. Là aujourd'hui, c'est presque pas mal. C'est une sanction normale, 3 minutes sur moins de 40 km.
Il se retrouve avec 1 minute 15 de Tom Dumoulin.
Et ça va être sympa. Hein,
Tom Dumoulin est nouveau leader avec 3 secondes d'avance sur Fabio Aru et 1 minute 15 d'avance sur Joaquin Rodriguez. Tom Dumoulin qui remporte cette étape. C'est la 2e victoire d'étape pour Tom Dumoulin sur cette Vuelta.
Je suis d'abord ravi de cette victoire aujourd'hui. Ça a vraiment été un bon chrono pour moi et je suis très content. C'est presque comme dans un rêve. Et pour les jours qui viennent, je ne sais pas vraiment quoi en penser à l'heure actuelle. On verra bien, on va se battre. Mais je veux d'abord fêter cette victoire avec toute l'équipe et on verra bien pour la suite.
3 secondes de retard pour Fabio Aru sur Tom Dumoulin. Cette Vuelta est loin d'être terminée.
Le suspense pour la victoire finale reste entier au départ de cette 19e étape. Un groupe important prend le large au moment du baisser de drapeau. 24 coureurs avec une forte représentation française, pas moins de 7 tricolores dont Bouet, Engoulevent ou Goujard. Mais le fait de ce début de course survient à 90 km de la ligne d'arrivée, chute au sein du peloton et parmi les coureurs impliqués, Fabio Aru. Le deuxième du général repart rapidement, mais touché au bras, il sollicite à plusieurs reprises la voiture médicale.
Alexis Goujard en tête seul maintenant de la course à 22 km 200 de l'arrivée. Le peloton il est long à 17 minutes 33. Alexis Goujard s'impose aujourd'hui en solitaire à Avila.
Il les a broyés. Bravo.
Ouais, on va bien lancer des petites banderies quand même. Allez, c'est parti, je crois, pour Dumoulin là-bas sur la droite. Est-ce qu'il ne serait pas en train d'en poser une? Et voilà,
il accélère, il
avec Craddock, John Degenkolb devant lui. Arou, il est un peu loin, il est pas
qui
au mieux.
est légèrement en difficulté, Fabio Aru. Et on va reprendre très vite Alejandro Valverde. On va même l'avaler, Alejandro Valverde.
Ça, c'était prévu. Degenkolb n'en peut plus.
Et Dumoulin va continuer. Il va continuer d'essayer de faire mal à Fabio Aru qui remonte les positions. On l'aperçoit derrière. Je me demande s'il n'y a pas une toute petite cassure maintenant devant la roue de Fabio Aru qui trouve un coéquipier.
Aru, il est pas au mieux. Regardez, hein, on a ses équipiers.
Elle y est la cassure. Elle y est la cassure. Regardez.
Mais quand Dumoulin va voir qu'il y a une
Et c'est parti.
Voilà.
Et c'est parti. La machine est lancée.
Et on l'avait dit qu'il y avait avoir une petite tentative. Et
Fabio Aru est seul maintenant. Son équipier s'est relevé. Il doit faire le travail tout seul pour rentrer sur Tom Dumoulin.
Et il est parti.
Et c'est Moreno qui est le seul à prendre le sillage de Tom Dumoulin. Joaquim Rodriguez n'est pas là. Fabio Aru en difficulté.
Vous l'aviez annoncé, Richard, il est en train de le faire. Tom Dumoulin qui prend 1, 2, 3 secondes maintenant à Fabio Aru. On le rappelle, il a 3 secondes d'avance au classement général.
Il n'est pas si loin que ça. Donc il peut
ça
rentrer.
va. Il va limiter la casse, Fabio Aru.
Ça promet demain l'étape en intégralité à partir de 12h30 et
association italienne avec Pozzovivo qui fait un petit relais pour Fabio Aru
et qui va finir au sprint. Domenico Pozzovivo pour ramener Fabio Aru, mais il y aura cassure. On décomptera des secondes top.
Ouais, 3 secondes.
Allez, 3 secondes, ça fera 6 ce soir. Avec Domenico Pozzovivo et avec qui
Valverde, il est encore là. Bon, on a des mauvaises langues.
Fabrice Jandesbonne, Michael Nieve.
175 km passés à faire l'ascenseur puisque 4 ascensions de première catégorie sont au programme. Le Puerto de Navacerrada et le Puerto de la Morcuera escaladés à 2 reprises et par 2 versants différents.
Il est dans dur pour Ito qui surveille Tom Dumoulin. Fabio Aru dans la roue de Mikel Landa. Nairo Quintana en 3e position. Raphaël Maïka est là. Et Tom Dumoulin fait l'effort pour combler le trou. Mais cette fois, personne ne va l'aider, bien sûr. Pour Ito ne va pas bouger.
S'il est déjà en difficulté à ce stade-là.
Et Landa qui en remet une petite couche.
Et Aru va être révolté parce qu'il sait qu'il est en train de coincer Tom Dumoulin.
C'est dur pour Tom Dumoulin. Alejandro Valverde est là, il y a Esteban Chavez et il y a également Mikel Nieve en dernière position.
Il se retourne, il essaie d'avoir du
soutien, mais personne ne va l'aider. Je parle des sociétaires du top 10. Les 8 autres sont présents, sauf que celui-là vient de lâcher Alejandro Valverde qui était 6e ce matin au classement général de cette Vuelta. Il y a quelques instants, l'attaque de Fabio Aru. Michael Nieve a relâché son emprise et Aru est parti avec Quintana et avec Raphaël Maïka. Regardez, Tom Dumoulin est derrière et personne ne va l'aider. Bien entendu, Purito ne va pas bouger, Esteban Chavez ne peut pas bouger et derrière, ça fait mal. Alors qu'à l'instant même, c'est Michael Nieve qui attaque Tom Dumoulin pour essayer de retrouver Fabio Aru.
Il reste tout seul, Tom Dumoulin.
Mikel Landa, l'équipier, et il va tout seul, Tom Dumoulin.
Oh, la Vuelta est en train de basculer, messieurs. Fabio Aru va peut-être aller chercher cette Vuelta. Purito doit bouger parce qu'il y a Rafa Maïka devant. Rafa Maïka, il est 4e au général. Tom Dumoulin est en difficulté.
Yeah, and you can see it there, just going to sit there. Very similar, so you've got 2 different races going on. This first and second on GC racing against each other. Aru there in his white jersey leading Quintana and Maïka. And Landa's now bridging across. So he's attacking, he's had a little break, he's now going to bridge across. You can see Tom Dumoulin's weakening. He can go up there and now work again for Aru. So hopefully his team director or Landa's going to say, I'm coming, like just wait for me slightly. Now they've all jumped in. This is what was going to happen. They're going to wait until he was tired and then attack one by one.
Big moments of distress this for the red jersey. Big, significant moments you sense for the Vuelta. Dumoulin in all sorts of bother. The other riders can no longer afford to wait on his wheel, and you can see all the poise and control that has so characterised his efforts thus far as his head just bows. He knows that he's really suffering here, and these are significant moments.
Dumoulin est annoncé à 9 secondes. Allez, faut rouler tout de suite.
Attendez, mais il n'y a plus Landa ou
ça c'est Zeiss qui est en train de rouler.
Je suis pas sûr que Luis Sanchez soit là, ou alors Landa s'est relevé.
en 2e position. Je l'ai reconnu.
Allez, André Zeiss est parti. Voilà, c'est le moment clé.
Tom Dumoulin a probablement perdu cette 70e Vuelta. Regardez, il est à plus de 1 minute maintenant du groupe Fabio Aru. Un groupe Fabio Aru où on retrouve tous ses adversaires. Il y a Aru, mais il y a Joaquim Rodriguez. Il y a également Rafael Maïka. Ces 3 hommes qui font la bonne opération.
Regardez, Quintana.
Nairo Quintana qui y va.
Ah, au pied.
Il est sorti.
Bah lui, et c'est vrai que pour l'instant, il n'est pas sur le podium. Hein. On rappelle qu'il avait 30 secondes de retard sur Machka. Et c'est Machka qui réagit.
Et voilà. Et maintenant, qui va bouger? Parce que Joachim Rodriguez, il va falloir qu'il y aille.
Bon,
Autrement...
c'est pas un danger hein, pour Fabio Aru, hein, Rafa Machka ni Quintana.
Ruben Plaza va connaître à nouveau un grand bonheur à 35 ans, 10 ans après sa première victoire sur un grand tour, c'était déjà sur le Tour d'Espagne. C'est Ruben Plaza qui s'impose, c'est également la 4e victoire espagnole sur cette 70e Vuelta. Allez, on donne les gants, on donne le casque.
Non, le casque non, faut pas enlever le casque, tu peux être déclassé.
Ouais, les lunettes oui.
Chapeau.
Bravo Ruben Plaza. Rafael Maïka, il faut qu'il reprenne 1,07 à Joaquin Rodriguez pour aller chercher la 2e place de la Vuelta au classement général. C'est son anniversaire aujourd'hui à Rafael Maïka, il a 26 ans. Allez, jusqu'au bout.
Moreno Moser en franchit la ligne.
Alors 41.
Ça devrait le faire, il a encore 40 secondes à partir de maintenant pour en terminer. Joaquin Rodriguez au sprint avec Esteban Chavez. Mais surtout, regardez derrière. Fabio Aru qui arrive, tout de blanc vêtu, il y a le sourire. Ils l'ont réussi leur grand coup. Fabio Aru va remporter la Vuelta. Il faut qu'il dépêche Purito. Oui,
ça va le faire,
bon.
il préserve.
La 2e place pour Purito au classement général, la 3e pour Rafael Maïka.
Bambila en termine et Tom Dumoulin qui se sera bien battu quand même, chapeau. Hein. Chapeau Tom Dumoulin.
Quelle étape et quelle Vuelta à l'abri, mais Fabio Aru est le nouveau maillot rouge. On découvre ce classement général. Joaquim Rodriguez termine 2e à 1 minute 17 de l'Italien. Rafael Machka prend la 3e place. Nairo Quintana aura fait une très grosse fin de Vuelta pour remonter et prendre la 4e place.
Tom, you were within 12 seconds on the descent, and then Aru caught a couple of his teammates, and that was the moment you lost the Vuelta.
No, I lost the Vuelta already before. I mean, if I would have come back in the descent, then anyway I would have dropped straight away on the next climb. It was only if I would have come back, that would have been nice, but that would not have saved my Vuelta.
We can see how you feel now, but at the same time, can you remember what a great ride you've had? And do you feel proud of what you've achieved here, Tom?
At the moment, it's just disappointment. I think tomorrow I will be proud, but now it's just disappointment.
Yes! Yes! Rafa, 3rd in the Vuelta, how does that feel?
Yeah, that's I tell, it's now over and I'm so happy. My birthday, I go today full gas really and I feel it good and thank you my teammates because it's always tell me, it's Rafa, it's now over, it's now over. And I go today full gas and I take third place. It's so close for the second also.
On lâche les phobes. John De Gelkolb est à gauche, Danny Van Poppel sprint à droite avec John Prinduker dans la roue. Ça va se jouer entre Van Poppel et De Gelkolb qui remonte, De Gelkolb qui passe, De Gelkolb qui s'impose devant Danny Van Poppel et Drucker.
Vainqueur notamment du Milan-San Remo et du Paris-Roubaix. En 2015, John Degenkolb s'offre un nouveau succès de prestige. La 5e participation de Fabio Aru à un grand tour, l'Italien termine pour la 4e fois dans le top 5. Porteur du maillot rouge durant 24 heures, Rodriguez, 2e, réalise quant à lui la meilleure performance de sa carrière sur la Vuelta pour sa 12e participation. Premier podium sur un grand tour pour Rafael Maïka qui devance les Colombiens Quintana et Chavez.